That gets him the most jittery is when he doesn't have technology. He's just a process addiction guy, right? So you would have to deal with the.
Would he be masturbating a lot?
Honestly, Rain, Olympic level
Like
masturbation.
Times a day?
Yeah.
3-4 times a day?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I would keep my distance.
More Special Olympics, but yeah.
But that sounds really good for you. I just worry about the people with you. You could potentially ruin.
You prod, you say scandalous things, and I just didn't get you sometimes. Let me say something to you, lady. Okay. The reason why I asked Mr. Wilson that I want to do this because I want to get away from all those things.
Okay.
I find myself lost in a sea of the internet. I feel like I'm sober, guys, so it's like I just see myself going to other addictions to not, you know what I mean, live with my feelings. So I looked at this young man here. I go, I know that this guy's a spiritual guy, and I want to be spiritual. I think I'm spiritual, and I want to do this adventure with them, right? But for you to do this,
You're right. I'm sorry.
you think I'm gonna bring my Game Boy and my fucking Switch and stuff?
He might sneak in some contraband for sure. But.
Yeah. But anyway, I really want to do it.
So no tobacco. What are the rules?
What tobacco? You can't. What's the tobacco thing?
Well, what if we do no caffeine, no tobacco?
So it's
Yeah.
a full detox then.
Yeah, full detox.
Oh, can I just say? Okay, let me say
No
that was not. It's not what we talked about earlier. You're adding.
Keep
new-
moving the goalposts.
Yeah. You add stuff. You can't add shit. Right. The thing is this. Okay. Let's say this. Okay. This is the place we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You
right-
can have your chewing tobacco. Okay, fine.
That's it.
Yeah.
What else? That's
Caffeine,
all I
you
want.
can have some tea. We can have tea.
You can have tea.
Yeah.
You can have some caffeine. We'll do
Yeah.
caffeine years from now.
Okay.
That's a deep cut.
That'll be the third. The third time we
The
do
third
it.
time. So what I'm saying, I really want to do it though.
Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, let's figure it out.
It's not happening.
Oh, it's up to me to make it happen?
What, who do I call? Should I really call Dave and go, let's do this happen?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Is he in the city or no? He's probably in Portland.
No, he's around.
David.
Yeah.
Can I call him?
Yeah.
No, I'll call him later. Fuck it.
June. Let's go in June.
Really?
Yeah.
I would really like that. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll vlog it or no?
No, we're not gonna vlog it. We're not gonna record. We're not gonna social
We
media
should vlog it.
it.
We should vlog it.
We're not gonna social media it. That's the whole point. We're just gonna have an experience. We're just gonna experience it.
We gotta capture that experience.
We're not gonna document it and make money off of it.
Oh, you're right. Okay, you're good. You're good.
So the thing is about Nicaragua is that all my whole life, I know what it's like to live in a jungle with where people are super, super poor, and it's an entirely different culture and a completely different way of living. So even when I'm 16 and I'm taking my first date to Farrell's ice cream parlor in the mall, I have that kind of visceral understanding of a different culture and a different way of life. So I found it's really cool. It's one of the parts of my life that I'm most kind of proud of and drawn to. And I keep wanting to go back to that town. It is a crazy area. It's called the Mosquito Coast. And it's on the Caribbean coast of Nicaragua.
Is there a movie called that?
There is a movie called that.
That's all I'm saying.
And then they made a TV show out of it as well. And it's there's Indian tribes there that don't speak any English or even in Spanish.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're just
Indigenous.
just indigenous, and they're Mosquito Indians, and there's some other tribes of Indians there. And it's really, there's a lot of drug runners too. It can be very dangerous. They call them white lobsters, which are the parcels of cocaine wrapped in plastic that come bobbing along the shore, and the fishermen get them and probably sell them for $100.
Wow.
And then they're worth thousands.
And is there electricity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I went to Honduras once, there was no electricity at the place I was at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just why I was asking.
Wow.
So I could go to Mosquito Coast,
You want to come with me?
I don't want to go with you, but
Eat-
just theoretically I can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go to Managua, Nicaragua, which is it's not the safest place these days. A lot of political problems there as well. The guy Ortega, there was a big communist revolution there in the early 70s, and then the guy Daniel Ortega has been in power for 40 years or something like that, and he runs out any kind of journalist or political rival out of town.
Wow.
Or strings him up in the town square. So it's not a safe and fun country.
Wow.
But beautiful place. And then you take a little plane from there over to Blue Fields.
What's a blue field?
That's what they call it.
Okay.
It is crazy. It's culturally, it's just a melange of all these different. There's a lot of Jamaicans there. There's black folks that are runaway slaves from 150 years ago.
Wow.
They speak Creole. The radio station there, my dad told me the number one kind of music at the time was country music. A country music radio station.
Wow.
And it's crazy. Yeah.
Were your parents hippies?
They were kind of hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hippie-ish. They weren't there's so many. When you say hippie, you think of a certain thing. It wasn't like long hair and like spleefs, right? It was like
Free.
more like free spirit, bohemian,
Right.
express yourself.
Yeah.
Hippies.
Are they still together?
No, dear God, no.
What? They got divorced?
I have a long, fractured, weird family story. You don't want.
Oh no! I did hear something that you said to me last week. That's why I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about your podcast. I want to promote your podcast. Sonic Boom, Spiritual Boom. What's that?
Soul
Boom.
Boom. Soul Boom, Bobby.
Ray, don't be offended. This is how I do it.
Even Gilbert didn't laugh at that one.
That's crazy. It's the first time.
That's crazy.
It's all good. Everyone, America loves you. America loves them some Bobby Lee. We can't get enough.
Confused.
It's like watching a train wreck in front of your eyes. Like, when is he going to have that?
Have you ever locked them into a genuine moment where you thought, okay, the cameras are off, he's not doing this
Yeah,
for
sure.
play,
Yeah.
and you really get just like core Bobby?
Yeah. Well, that's what makes Bobby so delightful and why people love him so much is he's just so ready to be vulnerable and share his struggles and, on camera and off camera. And then he covers it with humor, but you see like the broken, weeping child inside.
I know.
And
I know.
And so it's this dance back and forth. It's adorable. You just want to hug.
I know.
You just want to hug him.
The routine is tiresome, and I see myself doing it. It's like when I'm talking to somebody and I'm like being vulnerable and being real, and all of a sudden something kicks in where I have to do something to like get me out of it or whatever because I'm scared of the feelings. Mm-hmm. And what's crazy is I notice myself doing it now. Like I'll catch myself and go, and I'll even apologize to the person I'm talking to. I'm sorry. That's me not wanting to feel or being here.
Sad clown, you and me
were sad clowns, making magic people. So good. And I want to be. Here's the good news. I catch myself. Before you don't even notice it. Right. So now I can go.
You're gaining some self-awareness.
Yeah, you're doing it again.
Yeah.
Why? And then you ask yourself, why am I doing it?
Yeah.
And then I always go, just feel whatever you're feeling. So it's like, I do it when I read a negative comment. So if I read a negative comment on the internet, right, it spins me into, I can't even tell you, a spiraling abyss.
Let's do something right now. Let's do a little therapy right now. Do you mind if we just do an exercise? Gilbert, go to the last episode of Tiger Belly on YouTube and just go to the comment section.
It's going to be about me, not Bobby.
It's gonna be about her.
I'm the one who gets
She gets
the
a lot
heat.
from the heat.
She gets a lot of negativity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of negativity.
Bobby is beloved, untouchable. I don't know. I think that, I've always just been the girl in his life and have sort of just been painted as this villainous thing because I don't know, for reasons I can't explain. I think that a lot of times when we first got together, they saw who they thought was not their idea of like a handsome man. And I was this towering hot chick in their eyes 10 years ago. And they were like, she's got to be some villainous gold digging bitch.
I want to say something that just happened.
And go ahead.
So I was in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and I was with a friend of mine who's very pretty, and there was a lot of photos with us together, right? And immediately she calls me and she goes, "I'm getting so much hate. They're calling me a whore, a gold digger," and she goes, "I've never gotten that before." And the reason why is because when people in the internet see me with a beautiful girl, they can't believe it's other than that.
Right.
They think that it's like, oh, there's no way a hot chick's gonna date that fat piece of shit. So she's got to be a gold digger. When in reality is that I win them over with who I am.
Also, I've been podcasting for 10 years and I've just told some pretty ratchet stories about growing up in the Philippines. And they've really taken some of those and ran with it. For example, When I was about, I think, 6 or 7 years old, one of my older cousins, like I had a dog who was super horny and like trying to hump another dog, and he was like, it was a joke for him. He was like, "You should go do this," and like jerk him off. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was like 6 years old. I told a story in a podcast how I, didn't know I was jerking a dog off, and now I'm a dog jerker offer. That's just what the internet runs with.
Yeah.
Sad stuff.
Yeah.
But
fucking much.
When I read shit about her, it
Yeah.
breaks my
bad.
it
That's
breaks
hard.
my heart.
But maybe you should. I immediately go like, we should merch that, you know. This dog jerker offer.
Yeah.
We need like a you with a dog like and a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Today, for instance, like one of the comments I got today was like,
you're still reading comments.
no, sometimes they slip through the cracks, and
Okay.
so and one of it was, "I'm just disgusted by what I've learned about you today," and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's the dog jerker offer thing. I know it. It has to be the dog jerker offer.
Everyone has the dog jerker offer story in their background. So anyone who is judging you from something stupid you did when you were a kid and you had no idea how bad it was, then they don't.
I mean, how do you deal with negative comments?
Yeah, what spins you?
Well, we talked about this.
We did, yeah.
Early on in The Office, and I was on 6 Feet Under and a couple other shows early on. That was the dawn of like all the message boards. So it was like Television Without
Right,
Pity was
yeah.
one I used to go to. IMDb used to have message boards. There were a lot of shows had their own message board. And I would, early on in my career, because I had struggled for so long, I was a theater actor and it was broke all the time. I never had any success. So I didn't start getting famous till I was like 38, 39 years old, which is crazy. And so I gobbled up these comments. I mean, I would stay up till 2 a.m. just reading through if there's any comments about me. And so many of them are like, I remember there was one I did.